It's November and I'm out doing a bit of foraging for mushrooms. Just come across the giant puffball. Obviously it's only a little one. It's not that giant yet. But just over here I've found my first wood bluets of the year. Don't they look beautiful? This is one of the first mushrooms I can ever remember foraging for when I was a young lad with my dad. He used to call them blue buttons, and they are nice, you know, to eat and to look at, to be honest with you. So I'll be taking a few of those with me, and they're your wood bluets. We've got the jellied ear, or the wood ear fungus, and these are also edible. I'll pull that one off, but it does look like an ear, doesn't it? Like I say, you can they're very wet, but like I say, you can fry them, you know, and add a bit of garlic, because they don't taste that good on their own. They do take on flavours quite well though. So that's your jellied ear, or your wood ear, and it used to be called Judas's ear. But if you're frying them up, you won't want to just chuck that in the pan, because it would jump out the pan. They're a bit ridiculous for that. So the best thing to do is just cut it into strips and fry it up that way. That way it won't leap out the pan or explode and go all over the kitchen wall. So that's your wood ear. We've got the remnants of a beechwood sickener. You can't eat them. That actually looks quite nice underneath as well. I don't think anybody's ever died from eating them, but I know it makes you really sick. And it's also known as a brittle gill, because these gills, as you can see, just flake off like almonds. But that's your beechwood brittle gill sickener, also known as a russula. And when I break this stem, it should break, you know, like snapping a piece of chalk. Here goes. There you go. And that's your beechwood sickener. The brittle gill, one of the russulas. And like I say, you can't eat it. It will make you ill. I'm sure I've just kicked this over when I was looking at that sickener. So porcini. He's late up, isn't he? I mean, it's really wet and a bit done in, but nice to see him about, isn't it? And that's your sep, or your porcini. And I wish I never kicked that over by accident. Look at these. We've got the oof fungus. See if I can get under there. The oof fungus, or the tinder bracket. Apparently you can boil these, beat them, I don't know, with a stick or with an hammer or something, you know what I mean, till it becomes fibrous, and then the fibres set alight on the smallest spark. I've never tried it myself, but that's what they say. And this is the birch polypore. That was on a birch as well, by the way, the oof fungus, or the tinder bracket. These are pretty big. But you can get the underside of these. Oh, one here looks like somebody's already... Oh, they have. Looks like somebody else has done a video. Because you can slice these bits off, peel it off, and use it as a plaster. Because the antiseptic and antibacterial, it's a really good fungus. And then when they dry them out, because they call it the razor strop, you can sharpen your razor on there or your knife. Well, that's the birch polypore. And it looks like somebody else has been doing a video, didn't it? And we've got some porcelain. I mean, like I say, we've had a lot of rain, and they seem to be going over now. Let's just take one of these off. There you go. But that's your porcelain or your poached egg, and they're always a bit slimy on the top. And even though they're growing from the bottom of this dead bit of beach, they always seem to upright themselves, you know, so the cap is like horizontal. And that's your porcelain mushroom. Another little bolete. Looks like the matte bolete. Yep. It says them tubes, you know, instead of gills. And that's your matte bolete. You can eat them. I don't know what they taste like. I've never tried them myself. But I know when you're eating mushrooms, like I always say, just try a little bit first. Give it 24 hours if you're okay. Then try a bit more. But that one is your matte bolete. Well, it's been a nice walk, you know, on a Sunday morning. The beechwood I was in, I was really hoping to find some amethyst deceivers, you know, or the winter chanterelle. That would have been an amazing find. Oh, there's a rabbit running off there. That would have been an amazing find, or the horn of plenty. But I'll be out again next week and having a look-see around, see what else I can find. But you know, we've had a lot of rain in the 48 hours, so I'm hoping, you know, with a bit of luck in the next few days there might be a few other bits popping up. But like I say, it's nice to get out, isn't it, and have a walk about in autumn. But there you go, foraging in November on a Sunday morning.